Welcome to InvestingHub. I'm Nick, and I'll be walking you through this video. In this series, we'll cover a range of topics including Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin wallets, trading Bitcoin, and much more. Today, we're starting with the basics by answering one of the most popular questions online. What is Bitcoin? If you're concerned that we'll dive too deep into technical terms, don't worry. Here at InvestingHub, we break down Bitcoin in straightforward, simple language. So even if you have no technical experience, you'll easily be able to follow along. By the end of this series, you'll know more about Bitcoin and how it works than the vast majority of people. Let's get started. Before we dive into Bitcoin, let's take a moment to understand money itself. What is money? At its core, money represents value. When I provide a service for you, you pay me money to represent that value. I can then use that money to obtain something of value from someone else. Over history, different items have been used to represent money, such as salt, wheat, shells, and of course gold. However, for something to hold value, people need to trust that it's valuable and will continue to hold value in the future. Until relatively recently, we relied on something to represent money. The shift in trust models. As carrying around physical items like gold became inconvenient, paper money was created as a solution. Here's how it worked. You could deposit your gold, say worth $1,000, at a bank or government institution and receive a $1,000 receipt in return. This paper was easier to carry and could be broken into smaller amounts, making it more practical for day-to-day spending. If you wanted your gold back, you could redeem your receipts at the bank. Originally, paper money worked as a convenient stand-in for actual value, but eventually this connection between paper money and physical gold was broken. Governments assured people that they would uphold the value of their paper currency, leading us to a model where we trust someone, in this case, the government, to guarantee the value of money, rather than trusting a physical item. This new model led to what's known as fiat currency. Fiat, which is Latin for by decree, means that currency has value simply because the government says so. This government-backed money is also known as legal tender, meaning it must be accepted for payments. The trust model that supports fiat currency, however, has two main drawbacks. Centralization. Control over money lies with a central authority like the government or central bank. Unlimited supply. Governments or central banks can print as much money as they see fit, often leading to inflation. The more money printed, the less each unit is worth, meaning your own money buys less over time. Most of today's money is digital, overseen by banks and payment networks. But this raises a key question. If money is digital, what prevents someone from duplicating it endlessly? This challenge is known as the double spend problem. The double spend problem and centralized solutions. To manage this, banks keep a centralized ledger that tracks everyone's account balances. We trust the bank to secure this ledger, but relying on centralized control also brings issues, such as potential corruption, mismanagement, and loss of control over your own funds. In a centralized money system, a bank or government could freeze your account or deny access to your money if they choose. The birth of Bitcoin. In 2008, a person or group using the name Satoshi Nakamoto proposed a new solution, Bitcoin. Bitcoin introduced a decentralized currency system designed to address the double spend problem without needing a central authority. Bitcoin's system is built on a public ledger called the blockchain, which allows anyone to view transactions without revealing the identities behind them. This means that Bitcoin is pseudo-anonymous. Transactions are visible, but the identities remain private. Consider an example. In May 2010, someone named Laszlo bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. This transaction, still visible on the Bitcoin ledger, marked the first Bitcoin purchase. Today, those 10,000 Bitcoins would be worth millions. Bitcoin's unique properties. Bitcoin's ledger, the blockchain, is decentralized and distributed across thousands of computers worldwide, making it incredibly secure and resistant to hacking. Bitcoin is also entirely digital, meaning it has no physical form. When you own Bitcoin, it means you hold the right to access a specific Bitcoin address on the blockchain and can transfer funds to other addresses. So why is Bitcoin so significant? For the first time, we have an alternative to traditional currency that isn't controlled by any government or bank. Think back to before the internet, when information was centralized. Today, the internet has decentralized information, allowing instant access to knowledge worldwide. Bitcoin aims to do something similar with money. Bitcoin provides several unique benefits. Full control. Only you have access to your Bitcoin, and no authority can freeze your funds. Lower fees. Bitcoin transactions bypass many intermediaries, making them cheaper. Programmable money. Bitcoin is digital by nature, allowing it to be adapted with new features. Financial access. Bitcoin allows the 2.5 billion unbanked people around the world to access financial services. Although some merchants accept Bitcoin today, widespread adoption is still developing. In this series, we'll delve into how Bitcoin works, covering everything from Bitcoin wallets and mining to buying and trading Bitcoin. The Bitcoin revolution started in 2009 and it's reshaping the financial landscape today. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for updates on new videos. Thanks for joining us. For Investing Hub, I'm Nick, and I'll see you in the next one.